Hey everybody, and welcome to another Talking Tech with a Friendly Tree. Today I want to talk about attack button mapping and input buffering. This of course isn't specific to Nina, this is going to relate to any character in the game, but I'm going to be doing it from the perspective of a Nina user. So jump in, Nina, the old school Nina, go for the Infinite Azure, it really matters. So what do I mean by attack button mapping? As you can see on my fight stick, or even if you're playing on a pad, you've got more than just the 4 attack buttons that you need in the game. So as well as the 1, 2, 3, 4, which will set the arcade, so 1 left punch, 2 right punch, 3 left kick, 4 right kick, we've got these 4 buttons over here, which on a controller or a pad would correspond to R1, R2, L1, L2. So there's no reason why you can't set these, and the game actually has controller setup which you can access from the main menu, the in-game menu here, and also in the character select screen in versus mode. So from here you can see the default setup. So you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got a ton of different options that we can also put in. And by default we've got Rage Out as L1, as R1, and we've got Story Assist as L1. So just to confirm that, we've got Restore Default Settings, that's the same. You see Type B, all it does is change the Story Assist. Type C is drastically different. I don't know who uses that, but I'm sure some people do, and that's fine, whatever you're comfortable with. And then, of course, Custom. So if I were to click here, for example, it becomes a custom when I've suddenly changed the one input to correspond to left punch and left kick. Now when it comes to button mapping, it's really up to your own preference, and I mean whether you're playing on stick or pad, that's probably going to change things a bit too. For when I'm just using different characters, so playing around, I often like to have the Rage Art button mapped because I often don't remember what the Rage Art input is, so having it mapped somewhere is quite useful. But if you are more familiar, this is how I'd suggest mapping the buttons. So 1 plus 2 is R1, I think is quite useful. 3 plus 4 for R2, so these 2 buttons here, 1 plus 2, 3 plus 4. Then also having 1 plus 4 is this button here. Oh, yep, and 2 plus 3 is that button there. I know a lot of people suggest having a key charge button, but I'm just cautious about accidentally pressing that, because if you get a key charge that's a big issue, so I'd rather have 2 buttons of either side that I can press at the same time to get a key charge. Alright, so now if we go into the match, you can see, so pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 plus, oh it's still Rage Art, hold on. We didn't save, so make sure you save. So we're going to go back again, so 1 plus 2, 3 plus 4, 1 plus 4, 2 plus 3, confirm and exit. This goes on to the other fact that in a match, always check your buttons before you start. Like in a tournament setting, for example, because people do have this custom button mapping, and you could come into a match and not have a button that's correct. I've once entered a tournament and not had a 2 button for the whole time for one match, and that was very frustrating. Okay, so now we've got 1, we'll reset here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, press this one, it's 1 plus 2, this one's 3 plus 4, this one's 1 plus 4, this one's 2 plus 3. So why do I have these all set? Well, Nina uses a lot of 1 plus 2, 1 plus 4 and 2 plus 3 inputs. And as I mentioned, 1 plus 2 and 3 plus 4 at the same time, easy key charge if you need it. So for example, for 1 plus 2 inputs, Blonde Bomb, all of them, or not standing I suppose. Also things like her Rage Art, now 1 plus 2, and of course throw breaks, so 1 plus 2, so you've got a 1 break, 2 break, or 1 plus 2 break. The reason that we're suggesting having one extra button, well, the different mapping here, is because if you're trying to break a 1 plus 2 break, I don't know if everyone has this problem, but I'm sure a lot of people do. You go to press 1 plus 2, but you blink it. So a 2 comes out or a 1 comes out first. And so that's human error, where you could have broken a throw, a 1+2 throw, and you didn't, because you're just a fraction off with the timing. While if you have one button, that's not going to happen. Okay, then we go to the 1+4. So Nina uses ivory cutter a lot, of course. So that's 15 frame, and reverse ivory cutter is a 16 frame launcher. I can't count the number of times that I've gone back 1+4, and I've plinked it and it's coming as a back 1. And sometimes I still get a launch, but a lot of the time, no, I get launched for it. And that's never a good feeling, especially when you had a guaranteed launch if the reverse ivory cutter came out. And then the 2+3. So we've got her mist, of course, and we've got her rage drive. So 2 common things that she uses there. So that's what I suggest with the button mapping, just to make things easier for Nina. Of course, you still need to be comfortable using these extra buttons. And if you're unsure, sometimes if you're in a tense moment, sometimes you might just revert back to using whatever you can. But just be aware of the potential for input error there. Okay, so the other thing, of course, with the key charge is, as I've demonstrated in another video, it can make multis a lot easier. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay, now the next thing I wanted to talk about was attack buttons and buffering. So you can see here I press 1, comes out. I press 1+2, it's coming out as a 2. Sorry, what I should say here, if I hold down 1 and then press 2, it comes out as a 2. But if I press forward and 2 while holding down the 1, as you can see from the input, it's coming out as a 1+2 then a 1 as I release the 2. Or if I just hold it, it's just a 1+2, and when I let go, whatever I let go, the button that's still holding, it registers that afterwards. What I'm getting at here is it's a way that you can buffer. So if you're having trouble with these inputs, or if you're doing a combo, you could do things like hold 1. Let's say someone does something like let's use back +1, because I showed that before. While I'm blocking, while I'm blocking, I could press 1 or 4, and as soon as I come out of recovery, it's just a back plus the other button. So that's another way how you can remove some human error from your inputs. Likewise with things like while standing 1, 1+2, you can hold the 1, press 2, and it will come out as a while standing 1, 1+2, instead of feeling that you have to let go and press both again. Or I don't know, down forward 3, 4, 3+4, do down forward 3, 4, then hold the 4, press 3. Or as I said before, just doing things like a 4, and a 1+4, 1, sidestep 1+4. Yeah. So those are just a few quick little tricks to do with mapping your buttons and how you can do the input buffering to change things. Likewise, I think the common setup, down 2 into the throw. So down 2, hold the 2, up forward 1. You guys get the idea, just a bit of a simple explanation, and like I said, this can be applied to any character. So once again, thanks for tuning in everyone. Please like and subscribe, and comment below how you map your buttons and any other suggestions you have to help remove any input error. Okay, thanks guys, catch you next time.